You may now begin your presentation.
Malaysia is a land of many cultures, wonders and attractions. With a population of 26.1 million people, it's a bustling melting pot of races and religions where Malays, Chinese, Indians and many other ethnics live in peace and harmony. Kuala Lumpur, the capital city of Malaysia, bristles with ambitious new building projects. As a country firmly embracing modern technology, it boasts one of the tallest buildings in the world, the Petronas Twin Towers. With a GDP of 130 billion US dollars, Malaysia continues its economic success via the promotion of both domestic and foreign-based growth engines to become a developed nation by the year 2020. While creating contemporary, uniquely diverse nation, we are still proud of our local heritage like batik, songket, and our magnificent local culinary diversity. For all these reasons and many more, we are proud to proclaim to the world, Malaysia, truly Asia.
Ladies and gentlemen, University Technology Mara, UiTM, is a premier institution of higher learning. Being the largest university in the country, it is the center of education for more than 100,000 students on 14 branch campuses nationwide. Celebrating its 50th anniversary, UiTM is paving its way to become a world-class university. It aspires to enhance the knowledge and expertise in all fields of study through professional programs, research work, and community service based on moral values and professional ethics. At UiTM, the innovatory spirit is alive and kicking and taking the university to greater heights of excellence.
Ladies and gentlemen, SIFE UiTM is the first SIFE team established in Malaysia in the year 2000.
The team has never been bigger and better. To date, we comprise of 57 active members from 16 different faculties,
successfully contributing more than 40,000 project hours, reaching 6.1 million people in our 12 community outreach programs.
All made possible through our smart partnership with HSBC, Philip Morris Malaysia, Telecom Malaysia, and various ministries that fully support SIFE UiTM.
Bonjour, je m'appelle Faisal, final year law degree.
Good day, I'm Cam, final year law degree.
Bueno, me llamo Zehan, third year accounting.
你好，我是 Diana, second year law degree.
And together with our multimedia team, Ain, Haikal and Shafiq, and the rest of the people who made it possible, we are
SIFE UiTM Malaysia. It has been a tremendous year for our team, and we bring you the highlights of SIFE UiTM 2006 season.
Project 1.
Being one of the pioneer projects by SIFE UiTM, Primary 1 lesson on money value has gone through numerous development measures to keep abreast of the changing times. This year, the 6-year-old module went through another major makeover, digitalization.
Yes, from color papers, markers, and specimen notes, our IT major members converted them into PowerPoint, Flash, and animation, simply because most 7-year-olds today know what a mouse is, play online games, and sing along to Barney songs over the internet. For your information, a Primary 1 kid in Malaysia is equivalent to a second grader in the United States. Thus, we bring you SIFE UiTM Interactive Learning CD.
The original contents of the CD were maintained. Primary school students to be exposed to the value of money, the different Malaysian ringgit denominations, and international currencies, with focus on financial skills such as daily money transactions and the role they play in our society. Apart from that, they also learn to separate between needs and wants in their expenditure, differentiate what's right and wrong, as well as the wisdom to save for rainy days. All that from colorful animation, fun games, and not forgetting trivia questions to gauge the students' receptivity and comprehension.
Honorable judges, the CD had already been distributed to 5 primary schools, and the CD is also made part of the Kids Business Basics package that is currently being developed by SIFE UiTM and the Malaysian Entrepreneurship Development Center, MADAC. Plans are underway to incorporate the CD under the Malaysian Venture Capital Management, MAVCAP, owned by the Ministry of Finance, from which we will receive a grant of $13,000 to commercialize the CD. To ensure the effectiveness of the program, the Ministry of Education will be monitoring the programs of the CD so that it complies with the national school curriculum. Ladies and gentlemen, SIFE UiTM expects the CD to be fully utilized in all Malaysian schools by the academic year of 2008. Thus, 500,000 students of Primary 1 Kid will then engage in the fun learning experience.
Project 2.
They are not only tobacco farmers. They now rear freshwater fish, plant paddy and corn, and eucalyptus for aromatherapy products. All as a result of last year's integrated farming program. The lush, green, beautiful Borneo state of Sabah has always felt like home. Thus, returning home was just what we wanted to do. This time with a new goal, to share with the people the wonders of modern technology.
In collaboration with Philip Morris Malaysia, 4 computer labs were set up in 4 villages, and more than 400 individuals became part of an effort to increase IT literacy amongst farmers, their families and friends. From the basic computer operational skills like Word, Excel and PowerPoint to the more advanced programs and the vision of e-commerce in practice. The children had fun doing schoolwork using the computer. The farmers acquired efficient financial skills in recording income and expenditure patterns of their family and business. Followed by the wonderful and informative world of the internet, we exposed them to the infinite opportunities to gather information. E-learning and e-commerce are now ready to be tapped in. All this and more under the thorough supervision of a qualified tutor.
Ladies and gentlemen, discovering the internet is like discovering another world. Exposure to the power of information will create the path for self-development. E-commerce is now not impossible in the rural areas. This is definitely one step forward towards realizing our country's vision of modernization.
Project 3.
Orphans, single mothers, abused victims from 3 different homes. One thing in common: they live each day hoping for a better tomorrow. With the aim of reaching out to people from different backgrounds and lifestyles, SIFE UiTM adapted last year's successful module with juvenile delinquents and shared it with these less fortunate members of our society. Knowledge is power. That was our selling point in approaching them.
Ladies and gentlemen, sponsored by HSBC, entrepreneurship workshops were conducted to inject ideas on elements of business. We had a boat building simulation exercise where all the participants learned that limited resources do not necessarily mean limited outcome. An example would be how they use recycled magazine papers to construct home decorative items that resemble the local raw material of mengkuang leaves that is very rare and expensive. These unique leaves are also known with the name of screw pine leaves. It grows widely in the woods and are often used to use mats, straw bags, and food covers, among others. All these and more, emphasizing further on the concept that it's not about how much you have, but what you do with it. The art of negotiation and marketing was also covered, providing them with skills money can't buy. The participants came up with brilliant product ideas based on their own skills and talents, such as local delicacies and creative handmade cards. We worked together, identifying their target market and coming up with the ideal marketing strategies, such as branding of their homes to achieve maximum results.
Honorable judges, these homes successfully secured themselves a 6-month trial period selling space at a weekly market in our capital city of Kuala Lumpur. And we are very pleased to report to you that in the 4 months that they have been in business, the homes recorded a total of more than $3,500 in sales. We also identified other sale opportunities where they can market their products, and the homes have been given the green light to join the respective events. The anticipated sales for the last 2 months will be $2,800, taking into calculation 5% growth each week. You may think even this is not sufficient to fully cover the home's expenses. Yes. But what's important here is the awareness of the avenues to be financially independent. And what a start it is to see how these homes can truly one day achieve it.
Project 4.
With the outstanding response from last year's effort, and after covering 8 states across Malaysia, SIFE UITM endeavored to provide consultancy service to non-performing businesses in the Asian region, including Malaysia, Thailand, and China. This project started with Malaysia as its base by targeting small-medium enterprises located nationwide. With the assistance of our Business Advisory Board, we selected these business venues, and after advising the owners on basic financial bookkeeping and the importance of sustainability, their businesses improved tremendously by an average of 40% increment of bottom line figures. For example, a handicraft business saw its profit increase from $600 to $840 per month. Ladies and gentlemen, this may look little to you, but it's actually a dollar-to-dollar comparison, which in Malaysia is 4 times fold.
Honorable judges, this year the consultation services has been upgraded to the next phase with focus on marketing and networking. In stressing the importance of these elements, we provided opportunities to fellow business counterparts in expanding their business throughout the region. We traveled 1,500 kilometers north to Bangkok to embark on a similar project in the homestay. A collaboration with Chula SIFE, the homestay was struggling to keep afloat due to intense competition with other homestays in Samut Songkram on the outskirts of Bangkok. Utilizing the findings from its Malaysian counterpart, we restructured the financial flow, which resulted in an increase in revenue and the number of tourists. Next, the Malaysian businesses that we provided consultancy services also benefited from our trip as we work hand in hand with them in marketing their product in Thailand. In return, Chula SIFE will be the ambassador for Thai business in Malaysia. As part of our ongoing efforts with SIFE Shift University in Shanghai, China, we plan to fly there to exchange information and updates on business consultations done in both countries. Furthermore, an intellectual discussion will be held to develop an e-booklet or information database containing the details of the businesses that we had consulted. Now, uploading information about the business is just 1 click away.
Project 5.
Last year's ethics drive received overwhelming response from the public, and the effort will be a waste if we stop there. The community messages transmitted on the radio proved to be a success as we gauge the awareness level through surveys and interviews. Ladies and gentlemen, every single one of us here at SIFE UITM believed that this year's drive was going to be bigger and better.
Ethics Drive 2006 is an incorporation of 3 different projects, namely Ethics Shoutout, Youth Ethics Run, and Business Ethics Challenge. Kicking it off with the airing of Community Service Announcement, CSAs, on Fresh FM, a local private radio station with a huge following of teenagers and young adults. Our messages this time do not only focus on ethics. Other issues covered include environmental conservation efforts, road safety, and financial management, to list a few. Ladies and gentlemen, we present to you a snippet of our recorded messages.
Daddy, just nak RM10 boleh tak? Kredit handphone dah habis lah, Daddy.
Bah, baru semalam Daddy kasih RM10. Hari ni nak lagi. Kau ingat Daddy kau ni Governor Bank Negara ke? Time sekolah ni belajarlah dulu. Jangan asyik nak SMS cinta je.
Itu bukan perhatian kepada pelajaran. Bukankah itu lebih bagus?
Pesanan khidmat masyarakat ini dibawakan oleh SIFE UiTM dan Express FM.
Honorable judges, for your information, as we speak right now, 20 messages are being aired on Express FM. We also renewed our partnership with last year's partner, Nasional FM, continuing to transmit messages on ethics at the workplace. Taking this project to a greater height, SIFE UiTM sealed a deal with Express TV, focusing on anti-piracy awareness. We held interviews with members of the public, shooting their views on piracy consumerism and how they can contribute to curb the disease. Our members even acted out scenes of pirated CD vendors' modus operandi to highlight their tactics in wooing customers. We are pleased to announce that the gross impression of our radio messages and TV show, as rated by AC Nielsen Ratings House, is 6.1 million people.
Educating the masses about ethics via national radio is spectacular, but SIFE UiTM also believes in a one-to-one approach. Youth Ethics Run and Business Ethics Challenge 2006 was a significant project that showed SIFE UiTM members rolling up their sleeves and literally using a hands-on approach to convey the message of good business ethics. Youth Ethics Run is a project that incorporates both elements of health and ethics. Our creative members executed the idea by combining a marathon and a series of tasks that challenge the participants to think with their minds and hearts. Honorable judges, we could never have pulled such a grand affair by ourselves. Believing in the uniqueness and substance of the idea, the Ministry of Youth and Sports joined in this first-of-its-kind event. Under the hot blue sky, a 5-kilometer stretch littered with 10 checkpoints and a whole lot of sweat, the participants ran and ran and ran in an amazing race-like sprint to the finish line. The race pitted them not only against each other's bronze, but also their brains. Among puzzles
And bottles,
whistles
and bristles,
the participants solved mind-boggling, unconventional, ethical-based games addressing anti-piracy, truancy, and drug issues, just to name a few.
Ladies and gentlemen, in the first of its kind ever to be held in Malaysia, we present to you Business Ethics Challenge 2006, the quest to good conduct. 4 SIFE teams from all over Malaysia competed against each other in 3 days to test their understanding and application of the true concept of business ethics. 3 stages. The first was a talk presented by a panel of eloquent speakers. The second was a 24-hour quarantine session that tested the mental endurance of the participant through a case study containing real-life ethical business scenarios. The third was a competition day, which required the participants to convince a panel of esteemed and experienced judges of their findings and solutions of the case study. In just 48 hours, the participants learned, applied, and tested their comprehension skills on business ethics.
Ladies and gentlemen, Ethics Drive 2006 has proved to be a success as we spread a wide range of ethical issues to the mass. Because ethics is exclusively a human concern, then it is our duty to act on it.
Project 6.
Realizing the importance of branding in business, SIFE UiTM came up with a brilliant idea last year with the introduction of UChill, an on-campus food and beverage kiosk. It became a platform for our students to experience the flavor of business while at the same time instilling entrepreneurial spirit among them. A comprehensive module was implemented with workshop and field training as the basis. This year saw the introduction of 4 more kiosks of the same name around campus, realizing what was initially planned since the development stage of UChill. Creating more economic opportunities for the students and community alike, UCHIL is one of the major contributors to our income, partly financing some of this year's projects. For the financial year ended 30th June 2006, we are pleased to report that it generated more than $8,000 in revenue, recording a net profit of $1,658. The projected revenue for next year would be $12,000, fully utilizing our newly expanded kiosks, thus signifying the magnitude of this project to the team.
Ladies and gentlemen, under UCHIL's wing, SIFE UiTM made new forays. Another program was born, Malaysia's Next Top Entrepreneur. A program that consisted of a business plan workshop and a 3-day student bazaar. Our aspiring entrepreneurs of non-business majors were first equipped with the theoretical skills needed to run a business. They acquired crucial money management knowledge and effective use of resources to maximize sales. They were also exposed to the 4 basic P's of marketing and another 2 that we emphasized on: people and personalization. Good practice in business was also highlighted to ensure that good ethical conduct was observed to face the challenges of free market. A competition with free bazaar spaces up for grabs saw the students coming up with good plans for business ventures. This certainly added more zing to the program. A total of 10 booths were provided at the bazaar, and it is safe to say that the art of war in business was successfully acquired by the participants. They enthusiastically competed amongst themselves in selling and marketing their products ranging from food items, mobile phone accessories, and artworks among others.
Fully sponsored and monitored by UCHIL, the program was a success in inculcating the entrepreneurial spirit among the participants, with 71% increase in knowledge through the pre and post test. On top of that, they recorded a whopping $2,500 in sales. And what a marvelous start for our future top entrepreneurs.
Honorable judges, apart from the 6 core community outreach efforts, we also conducted the following.
Behind the Iron Curtain, an entrepreneurship workshop with 30 female prisoners.
Smart Consumer Program in collaboration with the Ministry of Domestic Trade and Consumer Affairs.
Business Idol 2006, where 700 school kids learned the art of promoting through creative approaches.
The Pink Triangle in aid of the Malaysian AIDS Council.
And finally, B-Cube with our 4-year partner, Drury University, United States.
Ladies and gentlemen, for financial year ending June 30th, 2006, we are proud to announce a surplus of more than $4,000 thanks to our 5 UCHIL kiosks, the UiTM Student Affairs Department, and our many corporate sponsors.
Our projects received various media coverage, which includes Newsstraits Times, Utusan Malaysia, The Borneo Post, TV3, X-Fresh Groups, and many more.
With 9 senior members graduating this year, we recruited 23 new members throughout the year who we believe will continue to bring glory and honor to the team, UiTM, and the nation in the future.
And that's not the end of it. In the race of constantly improving ourselves to better serve the community, we have set new goals of
varying target groups, reaching out to the people of Malaysia and our global community.
Through creative approaches, sharing with all the principles of free enterprise.
Expanding our business advisory board, covering different fields of expertise, fully utilizing them in adding depth to our outreach efforts.
Forming new partnerships with local and international organizations, at the same time maintaining existing ones, ensuring the sustainability of our programs.
And developing the human capital sector with emphasis on knowledge and skills, as well as strong moral and ethical values.
Honorable judges, ladies and gentlemen, all 6.1 million of us dreamt the ultimate, thinking it's impossible. But bravely, we explored the diverse, unfamiliar territories. And finally, discovered our hidden best.
Dream the ultimate.
Explore the diversity.
Discover the hidden.
SIFE UiTM.
Realizing visions for a better tomorrow.
Thank you, SIFE Malaysia. Judges, you may now begin the question and answer period.
ask...
Hello.
On? Yeah, hi. Hi, could I just ask a question about the second project, the Technopreneur Club? I was left somewhat concerned at the end by the fact that you've set this up in the state of Sabah, but in the video you showed there was no obvious tobacco farmers in that video. And my experience of farmers, getting them to actually sit in front of a computer is very hard. What are you doing about that? How are you actually going to get farmers in there using that technology?
Thank you for the question, sir. Basically, I'm pleased to announce that upon arriving there, we received enthusiastic support from many of the farmers. They were very happy and very pleased to be a part of this program. And for us, we are slowly developing several modules that will help these farmers to create better economic opportunities for themselves by gaining computer literacy skills, knowledge of how to use it in everyday life, and eventually to enter the world of e-commerce and create better livings for themselves. Thank you.
To answer your question, just to clarify why you did not see the videos of farmers in front of the computers, that is just because the limited multimedia resource that on our part. So that's why you only see the kids. Thank you.
Okay. I noticed in the very first two projects you really utilized technology as a way to transfer learning and have fun. Have you seen any results in terms of ensuring that that the kids are not only having fun and learning things, but they're actually remembering it and using it down the road? Or is it just or is it too early to tell?
Thank you, sir. We've actually prepared a set of questionnaires in which we would hand in to them, and they would have to answer the questions. And that is how we gauge the pre- and post-test results. Yeah, thank you.
And in addition, because of that result, we are now believe that Ministry of Education will help us to put it as a curriculum in the schools nationwide.
My question relates to Project One, a truly remarkable project producing a CD. You say in there that it's your ambition that by 2008 all schools in Malaysia will use the CD. Can you describe a little bit about how you will achieve support for developing it that much and spreading it all over the Malaysian school system?
Thank you for your question, sir. First, because this project is our pioneer project and we have developed 6 years, and this year we already incorporated into a CD, we actually collaborated with MEDEC, and with the support of Ministry of Entrepreneurship and Cooperative Development as well as Ministry of Education, they will help to distribute these CDs to the schools nationwide. Thank you.
In terms of all these 12 projects, and a difficult question, which two would you consider the most long-term promise? Promise in terms of student or university-driven?
To answer that, I think on behalf of the team, number one would be our primary one lesson on money value. Why just now she said our oldest project, and we have taken the project a step up, digitalizing it. And the second one would be our university business incubation, our UCHIL kiosk, because we believe we are creating economic opportunities for our students and the society around our campus. So yes, those two.
Okay.
Your time has expired. Yeah. Judges, please join me in thanking the University Technology Mara SIFE team from Malaysia.